Howdy, howdy, peeps. Oh, that's all sorts of loud. Hold on. Will that button go? There we go. Welcome, everybody. Oh, welcome to this fantastic Saturday stream, where we get to do fun things. How is everybody? Impossible for what does the any percent mean? I've seen that thrown around for a lot of like speedrunny style things. I'm not sure how does that work, and I am not even close to being able to do that. Doing well, Straub. How are you? Glad you're not working. Getting a night off, getting to relax, getting to chill. Doing all right. Had a pretty okay day. Played some Hollow Knight earlier. I did. I love having modded Hollow Knight. Modded Hollow Knight is amazing. I'm getting to experience that game even though it's tough. So, you work Sunday night? Well, do you get 2 days in a row off though? Like, is that a thing? Speedrun terms, it is a category name for beating the game with any amount of completion. Oh, that's cool. So as long as you finish the title, it doesn't matter what your percent is. That's good. I wasn't sure, and those are those sorts of questions that are tough to ask to the internet. Google doesn't answer very specific stuff like that, so, you know. Thanks, that's awesome. Impossible, any percent for Hollow Knight. Dude, you and your speedruns. I like your overlay for them though, it's good stuff. Sort of, so like you get Friday and Saturday. That's not too bad though, that's not too bad. I had a couple of overnight jobs where I had Tuesday, Wednesday off. Like, what do you do on a Tuesday at 4 in the morning when you're wide awake and there's legit nothing to do? And then you're like, oh yeah, Wednesdays are as awesome. Oh, yes, the vid that you sent with Walmer Sam Frighten. That was a bit, but yes. Yes. At Tuesday, Wednesday, dead nights. And I was living in Toronto, so it was a very big, lively city with nothing going on. Like, 4 in the morning, you could walk down even the busiest streets and there's, like, nothing happening. So, like, yeah, that's great. You get a lot of just, like, admin stuff, you know. You get a lot of just like, you know, walking around and exploring fun neighborhoods and, you know, seeing the sights, and you don't get to do anything too exciting. No shows taken in. Been like that for 7 hours, finally got through to, oh wow. That's amazing. I played a bit of Hollow Knight today and I got a couple of really cool things. I like found some awesome little secret side passage stuff that I didn't know was there, that was just somewhere on my map. Like I found a grub that I could have found at just about any point because I'd been through the area before. So I'm liking that about Hollow Knight right now, that I can just sort of zip through and see things. And I only had to use the debug mod to make me invincible once. It was an area that I'd been through, but I didn't want to do the skill jumps anymore. So I tried it a few times and then said, screw that. And I put on invincibility and I went through. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying it. Plus, Hollow Knight with skins is just about amazing. I think that's pretty cool. They ought to incorporate that into the real game. Like, it could be worth if the Hollow Knight team just adopted this mod and then, you know, sanctioned specific use of the Twitch integration and all that sort of stuff. So guys, peeps, yos, Satisfactory in the desert tonight. I had played so much of my Satisfactory game that when my wife picked it up and she was like, which map did you pick? And I went, oh, there's map pickings. So, you know, I had to go and check it out. And then I was like, wait, there's a really hard map? Let's take that. So that was like toppest of notch. I don't even think I have Steam running. What is going on today? So yeah, I thought that I'd give that a whirl. And I think like this is the games have gotten so pretty, but this game is super pretty. This game I think is really quite well done. And then they even did a really good job on making just like a phenomenal desert sort of a look to the place. Are we loaded? Can we go over to the screen yet? You get to see the really cool logos and stuff. Oh, and then we get to hear the chug of the factory. And yeah, we'll go head out to the dune. That's what I am calling my particular starting factory out here. Oh, welcome back, welcome back. Oh, and I don't think we want that cam. Hold on. We'll go camera 1. Yeah, welcome guys. Welcome to the desert. I'm gonna climb up to the top of the hill here. This is it's a little more impressive from up here. So the rolling sands. That looks really pretty. And there's nodes just kind of all over the place, like really close and everything. So already, I have iron right here. I have copper right there, I think. And that one's limestone. They're all like stones throw away from each other. And then you get to like slide down the hill if you want. So I kind of love this map. I think it's well done. And so, you know, I'm using this one machine. I just kind of keep changing the recipe to whatever I need, instead of having a machine for all the things, just for right now. I figure eventually we have to, not really move, but we got to be somewhere a little more stable, somewhere where we can expand a little bit. Also, these rocks were not even to climb, not even close. So I had to make a little rampy bit, you know, in order to be able to get in and out. And for some reason, the texture of this river doesn't show up. I don't know if there's something I can do. But this river looks really, really plain and super ethereal. And you can already see it. Right there where the quartz is, the texture comes in. Hold on. So, we've got HD water. which meets the not so HD water, which if I'm just looking here, like this doesn't look bad, right? Like this looks like pretty good water. It looks okay, and like it washes up onto the shit and all that. But like when you look right there, what has happened to my water that it is that different right there? It's crystal clear, like right here on this side, and has like really good anyway, I'm not just sure, but you know, that's lots of fun. I've already clear cut a ton of this forest. And there are power slugs already nearby. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I was gonna build my bridge thing right there, so it kind of makes it look like the bridge separates the like clean water from the murky. But that's a thing. I'm not sure if maybe it's supposed to be that river water is specific and lake water, which this is a larger body of. Well, I guess I need that quartz. But anyway, it looks all right to me. Fine, sure. Let's grab some quartz. This stuff's pretty. And so I haven't built too much. I love the serenity of this game. I like it. And you want to try the Factorio demo? The demo is so... I don't own the main Factorio game. But the demo can't be anything like regular game. It's got to just be one of the hard mode scenarios, because it's so weird. It's so like you're literally going, hey, I wonder what cool things I can build, and 20 mobs will storm you, and if you're you know, holding something or in the middle of looking at a recipe and you just don't notice. And so then I got good at building turrets and whatnot, and then they ran out of ammo. And while I was trying to figure out how to automate ammo to them, like, I mean, I must have died 5 or 6 times during the Factorio demo. Like, I should probably build a ramp up to that. I kept getting killed. It was just constant getting killed. It was really funny. Can I maybe ramp? That's not gonna be a high enough ramp. What about the 2x ramp? Oh, that might bring it right up to there. Would that look extremely unattractive? It would. It would be on a weird angle. We're maybe not gonna bother with that. We'll just be cool. And I have my oh, I'm pointing funny. I have my resources in the upper corner I have to collect. And we'll see about... And so, I mean, I love the vast emptiness that this is. There's this desert that just goes on. I love the idea that it's just dunes for quite a while. I can't wait till I get vehicular transport. I really want to plow through on one of those little tractors. They're bouncy and whatnot. And I think it'd be really fun. So, okay, you are good. Do I have enough limestone? So I'm not 100% sure, but I think once I'm done with Satisfactory, or at least done with this iteration of Satisfactory, a couple weeks, months, whatever from now, I'll pick up Factorio and give it a whirl. see what the differences are all around. But I think I want to invest a decent amount of time into this one. I really like what this game brings. So far, it's intriguing and hitting all the right notes for me. 200 and 200, perfect. Hey. Whoop. And in. Get in there. And we push the giant Christmas button. I think they'll eventually change this back to not being Christmas.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access.
And now we have a sip of our
the
chai.
anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets bonus program.
Very
Following
nice.
Parts into the awesome resource sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards.
I like the
Examples
stop.
of bonus content are parts, walls, factory
Maybe over here.
attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future. Go
Okay,
that
I don't have
extra
enough.
kilometer.
Can I?
Go awesome.
Can I pop it? Like, it's really little. I'm curious where it'll let me place one. But the awesome shop is where you get... So, hold on. I can actually even demonstrate. So these rampy platforms are part of the game. They come with these boxy bits, and they are under foundations. You literally get the 1, the 2, and the 4, and then you get the 1, the 2, and the 4 for ramps. And they're fairly interchangeable. You can use a 1 on a 4, and it can be at the top. It looks like a cute little roof. Anyway, corner bits are from the awesome shop. So I want to fill this little bit in. If you notice, it's what's a polite way to say fugly? Anyway, you can put a little rampy bit there and then continue out the rampy bits on this side. And then that way it makes a nice little corner ramp as well. And then it looks cute. But what does it take to build my awesome shop? I might have that. I might have these materials. Hold on. It's fine when everything just goes into one small box, right? Stop it. What does it take? And then I have all of the, okay, I just need 10 of you. Okay, good stuff. So, let's maybe just put my shop somewhere. Like, right here, like you visit it on the way up. There we go. I don't think it takes power. So yeah, this is just a little shop. But under foundations, the corner ramp pack. Oh, I just added that to cart. Oh, I guess it takes 6 tickets. Jeebus. But yeah, you can see we get the up corners, the down corners. And they look really nice. They add a certain je ne sais quoi. I haven't bothered to get the quarter pipes, and I haven't used the foundation pillars. Parker has. They look really cool. These things are the same size as these giant boxy bits, so that they're massive. But you literally drop down the base, and then as many, like 3 or 4 of the middles, and then the top. And then from there, you build a new floor. And then you have ladders and whatnot that go on up, and it's huge. It's huge. And if you want, you can do these ones as well. I haven't bothered. Double ramp could be kind of fun. I think these ones are for, you can do an under ramp. And then I have to buy the cart, because the golf cart is kind of amazing. But for now, We won't worry about that guy too much, because the machine that you have to build for it, you need to feed it resources, and the better resources, i.e. things that have been crafted, are worth more. I don't really care about that right now. We need to build a space elevator is what we need to build. Faith. Because we can't advance these guys too much further until we do. And that's alright. That's part of the... What are we building? We're doing plates. Alright. And we need an okay number of those? Yeah, we do. Alright, well, good times. And then we got to make sure that we've got all the materials down here. This is our power center. This makes hay blocks. So we can burn hay blocks. Good stuff. Did we seriously arrive right when this died? Oh, that's okay. Come on over here. Let's pick up all of the leaves. Yeah, let's do leaves. Set you to biomass leaves. Stuff leaves in. Stuff leaves in. Gold star. Leaves get turned to biomass. Biomass gets turned into sticks. Sticks are gold. And I don't need all of this biomass on me. There, you guys go. And then biomass we use for our power, which is on the other side of this. Yeah, let's see if we can get up here. I need more rampy things into all of this. Who would have thought that rocks are tough to, you know, just climb and stuff? Oh, can I get in there? Pardon me. Pardon me. What do you mean no power? Get going. Oh, what's going up above the grid? Uh-oh. When did we go above grid? I don't think I built anything new. Uh-oh. Did I build something new? Sometimes the grid gets a little overloaded. What have I everybody should have been doing okay. Like, the math is obviously right. I've got something that's working that shouldn't be. Let's maybe... Yeah, let's not worry about this guy then. Kill one machine. Yeah, that should let it go. Now watch, we won't see it go up 38 ever again, but still. It's almost time to build another power plant. Another power creator. But we're doing great for biofuel usage. That's kind of awesome. I don't mind that at all. So we'll go put this stuff back, I guess. Gold. So Walrus, what things were you breaking at work today? You haven't sent too many pictures of the stuff that gets broken too much lately, so I figure that it's either just, you know, boring stuff. Not like, you know, a dump truck torn in half or anything. I'm always curious. Okay, and what milestone are we working on now? The assembler, or do we want to go better belts? I think we're good on these guys. We might just continue working on space elevator for a bit. See how all of that goes. And wire's gonna be tough since we just cut the power to the yeah, I think I'm pretty much stymied on power until we build another machine. Smashed a valve cover. Dang, 5 hours. That's a lot of attempt. That's a ton of attempt, you. Ooh, no, we're constantly at 38. Yeah, that's no good. Can these guys be powered? No, they can't. Okay. Well, at least you got her going. Was it a turning it off and back on thing? I'm kidding. But possibly smacking it about. Get her done. Okay, we got room to put an elevator out this way. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. 1,500 wire. I don't know if I'm even close to that. Hold on. So we just had to... Oh, we're actually really close to that. Never mind. We just had to turn in a whole bunch, so... That is with having to go through 3 starters and 15 cans of ether. Holy... Yeah, that's definitely not worth. I know that this isn't, you know, it's only a small fraction of, but my Hyundai for fixes was a little bit... Like every little tiny part of that engine died at some point. Like we put more into fixes of that engine than we did for buying the car outright to start. But we had to just like every little tiny thing, right down to the timing belt was out, you know, and just like all kinds of everything about that car had to have some part of the engine replaced. So when you put that much absolute into, and of course you remember how it died, so I put a piston through the engine mount, and so not too. I mean, at that point it's like, well, geez, you had to just go with a heart attack, didn't you? Ooh, there's a slug way up there, like way up there. How do you? Maybe off the other end. Some of these spine thingies don't touch the ground. Got very angry, hit the engine with a sledge. Somehow made it work, although now it needs a new valve cover. Hey, Hulk smash can sometimes be an okay method. I think we're waiting on the plates and iron rods now. Probably gonna have the concrete. I don't know, maybe something was out of alignment and just needed a good sized sledge to the... Oh, this guy needs to be going. Are you going? You're doing your thing, right? Yeah. I haven't really been using a lot of concrete. Concrete is used in foundations, and I don't have a ton of them, so you do your thing. Although I also don't know for how long we were out of power. Still, I have the exact thing I said to my boss in my head, but I think it's a bit much for here. That is exactly what Discord is for. That is a perfect opportunity for Discord. That's awesome. Okay, so this is taking forever. 250 for iron plates. Okay, we're there. We need more iron rods. Okay, let's flip you over. Go for it. Oh, and get in there. Damn it. Can we get... Oh, it's too fast. Can I drop it in there? I think sometimes you can shift click it in. Hold on. I hate carrying around the single iron ingot. There it goes. Perfect. Alright. Okay, so we'll let those guys continue for a bit. That should be okay. By then, we should have the wire needed. So we're literally just on the rods and concrete. Okay, cool. That's not bad. So from here, you can now see all of the different power slugs that I have access to. So 1 there, 2 there, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6. Is this sparkly way out that way? 7. That's possibly one way up in the hills, because they glow for a distance. Sometimes there's just shiny parts. I think that way up there is just a shiny part. It's too big to be a power slug. And I've already managed to pick up 2, maybe 3. Hold on. 3. Doing okay. What does it take to build me a mam? What do we need for that? Too many things. We need reinforced plates, but we need 5 of them. That's okay. We'll worry about building those after we've got our space elevator. Sent, but please note this was also just after I got start, so I was still gonna. I will take all of that into consideration. No worries. Okay, we don't really need this guy here, and that's a lot of screws to have just sitting there. Can I? Okay. No. Oh, iron rods are coming in. That's nice. So let's go pick up maybe all of this stuff. What's wrong with you? Did I kill power to you too? Oh, I did. How about I kill power to just that guy? No? Or was it this one? Oh, it was this one. But there's my 1500. Nice. Okay. Well, that's good then. Concrete is what we need most at this point. Probably we'll have the rods by the time we get up that way. The jump slide is still absolutely fantastic. Concrete. Ooh, way behind on the concrete. Okay. We'll be waiting on that for a bit then. Done and done. So I was a bit scared to go across the river and even like really inspect stuff, but turns out it's not bad. Turns out it's okay. Downloading the Factorio demo just to see how bad it actually is. I've heard it's in the main game. It's just literally the tutorial. The downloadable demo used to only be 3 levels. They expanded it to 5. As the game itself got more content, they felt that the demo needed more content. But yeah, it's like 5 little scenario bits, and bear in mind that you do know how to play the game, so just sort of take that with a grain of salt. But I do think eventually I'll enjoy it, but I already get the names mixed up. But I don't think I need to play 2 very, very similar games just yet. It's why I'm holding off playing other platform style games while I play Hollow Knight. Just because I'm enjoying Hollow Knight so much that I don't want to mess with the controls, with the mapping in my own head, all that sort of stuff. I'm really liking it. But we'll jump into Celeste and Ori and other platformy titles as we gain major familiarity with Hollow Knight. I think that's the same with this game as well. Just turn your brain off and go based off what it tells you. How about that? Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind your opinion of it, because like I've checked Reddit, so I am gonna make you cry with Ori. I absolutely will. That's gonna happen. It's not gonna be like Spider-Verse sad, is it? Come on. So I'm not sure when we're gonna be dropping that one. That was actually supposed to be like a Christmas, like right after Christmas thing. I was gonna rock Ori throughout most of January, but I'm still getting familiarized with my controller. Oh, and speaking of, tried out the controller with Outer Wilds. So good. So very good. You can be moving and the little like indicator that shows pulse doesn't light up at all. You're moving stupid slow, but I don't think it really makes noise. You're really close to it going, so you can't do it while you're like actually passing an anglerfish. But I'm pretty sure that we can now do the Dark Bramble, and I can put the controller down for any other part, pick it up just for that section. So that's really cool, because I enjoy the heck out of that game with keyboard and mouse, but it was just not fine-tuned enough, so I think that we can actually do it. So we're actually going to rock some Outer Wilds this week. We might even, because I'm going to ask for help, we might even be able to finish that game, so I think it'd be great. And Ori legit had you in tears, the ending. I can believe. I've heard that from more than a few sources, so woohoo. And then the fact that there's a sequel, which has been on sale a bunch of times, because it's on my wish list, so I like to keep track of it. But it keeps letting me know, and I'm like, I know, but I don't know if I like your first game. I can't just go and throwing money at you like that. That's just not a thing. Well, it can be a thing, but I want to make sure that it's something I'm gonna for sureedly enjoy. And I think I will. I think it'll be good and work. Hold on, do we have? Yes. Iron rod. Just waiting on our concrete, peeps. Let's go build us an elevator. Once we're done Outer Wilds, we'll get to muck about with Titanfall 2. I think we're going to bring that to stream. That'll be possibly our next story game. And then we're going to bring... I'm trying to remember. There was a couple of other good story games I had kind of going on. And then in tonight's time slot, we might throw Raft back in at some point. I booted it up just to see, and Season 2 just kind of continues on. I'm still on my Raft, still just rowing in the ocean. So that's kind of cool. They added, like, new island types and whatever, I guess, so... Look at it way, way out there. Like, there's this mist, and it just gets light brown beyond it. I can't even tell if that's tree or just more rock way in the distance. Place is super pretty. Internet being slow right now, but still waiting on the download. Oh, your full game is modded, so yeah, that's not really gonna... Yeah. And like, no undoing a boat ton of mods for this when you can just grab the demo. That makes sense. I guess we go check on power making for now. I like how passive this game can be. Like, I'm waiting on stuff, but I'm not resentfully waiting on stuff. Okay, I guess this station was going... I had this station was using up power. I bet you I'm not using that much on the grid now. Right? Yeah, 30-ish. So now what we can do... Provide you with power again, because this machine's not doing anything and won't for a while. We're just making grass sticks. And we're filling it up from these guys. I have to manually do this because it's not fed off of a box. If I really wanted to, I could have box, machine, box, machine, box. But I don't really want to do that. That's a bit overkill for what we're doing here. 20 minutes uninstalling mods, then play the demo, then another hour reinstalling them, then 20 minutes getting the demo. Right? Right? I'm loving the idea that game companies would even offer a demo, though. Like, even if your demo is, and I'm just gonna say, a little bit janky, a little bit whack, whatever, I think it's worth. But I say that out loud, suggesting that the subliminal demo is over if they don't offer it anymore. I found that out because earlier today I was like, hey, I think I might just try to complete the demo, and then that way I'm in a good seat to buy the main game and continue, and blah, blah, blah. And purchase was my option. They don't actually have the demo available anymore. It's gotten, like, yoinked. So there's a chance it was only just meant as, like, an offer. Or there's, like, a glitch in their matrix. But I hadn't really seen a demo get pulled, so... and I've had just a handful of demos. Not too many. But another one that I ended up having to get rid of just because it didn't even say demo in the list. So I was looking at it going, oh, when did I buy the full game? And even looking it over, I went to the store page, and it was at the store page that it told me to pay money to play it. I'm like, but this looks like I have the game. What's going on? And it took me a bit of time to be like, I have the demo. It does not say demo. I'm going to purge this from my Steam library just for now. If I want it back, I think I can have it back. But I really like if companies come out with, because I'm glad I didn't just jump the gun and buy Factorio just yet. But I think I will when I'm done with the chill that is this game. I think I'll be up for for knowing what Factorio brings to the table. I really need to make sure that I don't just continually get the names of them mixed up, because I do that a lot too. I really do. So I got a lot of you. Can I can make a bunch of these. If I make my I think I actually only need to make 3 because I have 2 in the box behind me. I wouldn't mind if we could make my my research box whilst we wait. What else do we need for that? Literal nothing. We have tons of stuff on us. Although I should go get more wire because we're going to spend some right now. But we can put our ma'am somewhere. Where do we want to put our ma'am? Yes, ma'am. It sort of makes sense that I can put it up near my workshop, but my workshop is in just the weirdest of places. Do I maybe want to put stuff on the top up here, maybe? They grow feet. Boosh. Right? And you can talk to the foot and still get your stuff done. You don't have to be right on up top. I mean, it's cool, but I could have just hidden the item, Walrus, but when I go to the Play Store, it was a little bit different even too. And I'd played it. I had fully played it, but I was actually gonna maybe collect my demos in a place and everything, and it just kind of threw me for a huge whoa. I was like, this is gonna get me again, I'm sure. I've hidden a bunch of stuff though, and I know that's a good option. And I have all of these things. This is where you come to do a bunch of research. So now I can't I can crouch and go through this door, but otherwise oh, there we go. You can come from the inside. Yep. Oh, there we go. That's amazing. Building in the dunes has been a lot of fun. We're gonna take you. We're gonna take you. We're gonna take you. Maybe you. Oh, that's not enough of those things. See how many things we can research when we talk to the base of this thing. Like, can we research this guy? Beauty. Nice. Boosh.
New recipe unlocked.
Nice.
New research available in the MAM.
New research available in the MAM. Oh, we should start this one and then go pick up more wire. We need to go pick up more wire anyway. But that's going to take 5 minutes to learn all about overclocking. And then we'll go get some more wire. Whoosh. Sure. We keep using it, we might as well have extra. Go see how close we are to concrete. I want me spice elevator, baby. Bring it. Bring it. Boosh. That looks like it would get sand in very uncomfortable places. Yes. Ooh, we're almost there. We're almost there. That's grand. Yeah. That's a whole lot of driving your crotch around through the desert. Especially when you launch yourself from your butt. Boosh. Nice little mogul right out the back. It's fantastic. has been ground smooth. Is it okay if I read that in like a Viking tone? Super angry, and then with a flagon slammed down onto a sturdy table. Wow, there's nothing else in this box. That's great. And then, like, you know, cheers all around, because that's what we were going for, was a smoothly ground taint. Hasn't been 5, I know. I don't think we can research other things at the same time. Yeah, other things are being done. The demo for me, I think the third module alone took 40 minutes to complete. The first 2 modules weren't too bad. They were fairly easy because I already, from this game and, you know, plenty of other games, I kind of already understood most of the principles, so it was just figuring out the game's own UI, its own symbolism for what goes in, what goes out of things, and stuff like that. The metadata, like the way that in this game, if you look at something like a storage container, it's portal colored, right? Orange in, blue out. And that's the same for all of the different things. So even if this is really, really far away, you can tell it's directionals. And so I was looking for that in Factorio as well. But I played the first and second levels less, because you don't get killed as much. But then I played the third one a bunch of times, and my completion time, I think, was just over 40 minutes. So I think I've put about an hour and a half in. Yeah, let me know. I just, like, for my impressions of what I thought the game was to be going in, I figured it was going to be a nice buildy sim style game where you're sorting goods. And the demo made it seem a lot more gauntlet-y. We're just going to use the word gauntlet-y. And so, like, I'm sure free play is not like that in the same regard. But it was much like. So I think we need to get more. Oh, that's probably gonna hurt. Okay, good stuff. I think we need to get more more forest. I need to get my chainsaw on, and I need to get, there it is. And we need to go and hit up that side of the forest. There's another power slug just in that general area. We're still waiting a bit. Yeah, not too long. But we might as well go and get our clear cut of this godforsaken planet we clearly don't like. Wait a minute, leaves? Why are there leaves? Come with me. And so we'll go and farm out this place. Pick out the flowers too. All shall come with me. I also love the grab with leaves. It's just, it's a hilarious action. Like, you picture he's just wildly nabbing at these. Really? There's an invisible plant right there. Amazing. This planet is amazing. Yeah, Walrus, I'm on the 4th module for the Factorio demo. 4 of 5, I believe. There's a chance I'm on the 5th one. I don't think I am. But I think I'm on the 4th one. And semi-stuck. Just gonna take a bit of time that I didn't have at the time to put in. So this thing's an AoE device, and it's kind of amazing. I love the way it'll just clear cut across. There we go. Oh, hi. Hi, hold on. Where are you? Where are you, buddy? Come here. I got a bug zapper with your name on it. Come here. Come here. That's right, buddy. That's right, buddy. Don't worry at all about it. Thank you. Ooh. Multiplayer in Factorio? Can you do multiplayer in the demo? I'm curious. Oh, tons of invisible plants. Hey, as long as you burn, I'm fine. That is the happiest. I'm not paying any attention to mobs. This place hasn't been specifically dangerous yet. I mean, it's got invisible plants, but I'm not too concerned about those. We're just gonna make this like it used to be lush, and now it's already just not. Can I get up there? I can't? Okay. Soon. What else do we have? Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, hold on. One swoop. Thank you. Some berries is good. Berries is always good. The nice thing about clear cutting like this stuff doesn't grow back as far as I know. Or if it does, it's extremely slow. But from my base, I'll be able to see across this way. As like reminder that, for example, there's berries out here. I'll be able to see those through the invisible foliage and such. And such. Can we get up there? Wow. The invisible plants are now my new favorite. I can't tell if they're giving invisible leaves either. Yeah, there's a slug just off in the distance. Ooh, there, if I point with the tip of my chainsaw, is some quartz. How adventurous are we feeling? What do we have over here? Limestone? Nice. All this will become fuel. Fuel for the machine. Not bad, not bad. Oh, this isn't quartz. That's just iron. Really? It's dark. Way dark. How far out? Oh, I hear him? Okay. They're not adept at climbing. They're not adept at much, but if they get you from a distance, it's not a good day. All right, so, ooh. Hi, you. These things are great. Look at how serene and stuff it is, guys. I can't wait until we burn all of this down. Coming soon. I think I'm safe-ish up here. They don't really have the best climbing. Looking to see if there's anything else that looks like it wants our attention. No, like rare ore or anything like that. Maybe something that needs to be blown up? Oh. Feeling apparently super adventurous right now. Hearing things? I don't think I've seen blue plants before. Oh, Jeebas. Oh, mother of Jeebas. Moving and fast. Fast moving. Moving very fast. Going lickety-split very fast. So there's a monster type that I have not seen very much in my game. Ooh, boy howdy. They are one of the only ones that kind of give me both the heebies and the jeebies. And apparently I live near them. Yee. Anybody see that? Hold on. Let's go see if we can find out if we can steer clear of them, kind of thing. They definitely don't make the nicest sound either, so we'll hear that as we go through here. Let's maybe give me some more sightline. Okay. Blue plants. Oh, I can hear it. Yee. I can't get up on top of anything. That's usually your best way around a lot of the mobs, is to just gain vantage. If I could climb up that thing. I'm just curious if it's... Yee, yeah, right when I approach there. Running, running. No, okay. It's so unsettling. Because oh, there it is. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, there it is. Are there more of them? Or is that the only one? Yeah, that thing. That thing. That friggin' thing. So my wife is also playing this game, and I don't think she's seen these yet. They're one of the only things that chases you for an okay amount of time. We're gonna leave him down there. I think he's been chasing me for a bit, but he can't actually get up here. So let's see if I'm right. Does he come over this way? No? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yep, yep. Oh, yep. All right, let's come way over here for a sec. Skyrim up here. I don't think I see him now. I think we're okay. I'm gonna go home. I'm just gonna go home. I think they have like a venom or a poison or something, and I just would rather not deal. Woo! Won't bother with the chainsaw, thank you. See, the water definitely looks weird, especially when you know there's better water or different water up the way. Let's build a space needle, guys. We assuredly have to have our amount of concrete now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it. As soon as we pick up the rest of the iron plates. I keep using stuff. It's hard to carry all of the right mats, and then you want to spend. Oh. Switch you. There we go. Please, can I get some iron plates? I'm still carrying all the stuff for research too. I'm doing like 6 things at once now. It's awesome. It's awesome. I can now overclock. Fantastic. Alright. under the power slug. Department, maybe we won't worry. We'll go flower petals. These are short. Very cool. Thank you. And then now things like color gun and all that is open. That's grand. Research here, that is okay. I don't think I've gotten any of these guys yet. Do I have? No. And do I... Oh, I don't have any biomass on me. Oh, it's not biomass. I get biomass for that? Oh, weird. I have to go find more of those dudes to hurt. We can research berries. Boop, boop, boop. There's the pale berry.
New
That's
object
fantastic.
added to the object scanner.
Aw, dude, thanks. Bacon agaric. Cool. Can I scan for those two? And I don't yet have enough barrel nuts for that. That's okay. Quartz we can do. Sure. In my main world, quartz was beyond scarce. Where I was not...
New resource added to the resource scanner.
Not finding it much. So I'm hoping that this world has it a lot more going for it, being a sand-covered world. But like, I don't even make these things because I don't have the ability to do so. So that's pretty cool. That worked out really well. Flower petals, alien organisms. All right. I guess everything else can just go back into my box over here until I'm ready to do more things with them. So sort anything that is, yeah, so that's perfect. Finish off, we'll get that goodness. Let's go build us a space elevator. We're gonna put it over the ridge, so there's not much going on over this way. And then there's the intake. You can see there's like 3 little intake guys right at the thing of my the butt of my gun. So I could, if I wanted to, automate this. However, we're going to 3D print a ginormous thing. Very Subnautica in its ways. Oosh. And then the space version of it comes in. As it descends from orbit, comes its bits. Very nice. Excellent animations they did for this. And now it hugs tight. And the rest of the bits come through. And now we have a way to ship stuff to space. Fantastic. And slide right down to it. So that's pretty cool. If I want, I could run conveyor belts up the hill, and then I could automate putting stuff in the box. Don't have to run down the hill, that kind of thing. Can I just straight up here? Hold on. Oh, pretty close. I need the concrete, but other than that, cool. Cool, very cool. So now we will not worry about that space elevator. That is perfect for when we're out in the world and exploring. You can see that from almost anywhere. It's awesome. So, I mean, I know that you can see your hub shows up on the map, but it's really cool just to look straight up and you've got a beautiful landmark that is just huge. We want the smart plating and the assembler, so we should probably work on this particular one. I'm being frugal with my machines. I'm kind of choosing that because this is the desert and my resources feel slightly limited. I don't want to build a ton of power. I kind of like that I'm doing things a titch slower. Makes it a bit more of a relax. But I suppose if I wanted to, I could move the, like, storage box for that way over here and just run belts to it. That way I'm not physically running around. I need you to become... Oh, I guess actually I should... I've set up splitters so that I can begin creating with new constructors and stuff. I'm treating this place so willy-nilly, it's great. So yeah. Have these guys come out here and turn into wire for me if I want. I need to be making reinforced iron plates. You need those for most of the machines that you want to build. Why is this just here? 100 ingots just sitting on the ground. It's like it fell out of my pocket. That's amazing. I don't know if that would have despawned eventually. It's kind of fun. But I think with iron, with ingots like that, I should be able to do. I should be able to make stuff at my workbench. Yeah, I guess we're done with our MAM for a bit. Might as well work on building a second of one of these guys. Third of one of those guys, I guess. The way. Nah. They all face each other. Can this guy take another connection? Damn. And the one in the back already has 4? Okay. I really want the upgraded power line. Everything here already has its limits in. That one goes really far. Hold on. Yeah, now this one has an available line. Oh, that's not too bad then. There. And then we can drop you in. And now we're up to 70 megawatts. So probably just off of that little bit of additional power. Yeah, I'm going to start making... we need plates and screws. Hold on, do we have those? I'm going to start making some manual stuff. You can come to this machine and you can make some additional items that normally you could make with actual machines later. But I don't have... So I need 2 per constructor. Let's just make 10 now so that we can do stuff with them. Eventually, you get to automate all this stuff, of course. And I've been doing this with as little automation as can be. 8 gets me 4 constructors. Let's maybe start with that for now. And then we need to be able to make cable, which is what the main of this is going to be for. So let's bring you on out here. Everybody is connected now, right? We're not... Okay. And do I still have... rocks going in. Perfect. And there's no leaves in there. No big. The circle of life. I made a every machine that light touches. I always throw a little Snoop Dogg on that. I made a whirly round of just conveyor belts and I called it a waiting machine. And if you face the same direction, your person literally just does this while they wait. And I was just waiting on resources, so I sat in my waiting machine. And I had Circle of Life in my head. It's fun because like you can put down, where are they? Yeah, one of these little pole guys. And then you can connect a great big circle around it, and then you get rid of this thing, so it's just a floating ring. It's just amazing. Alright, so can we build? Can we build? No, we need some of you. There we go. Okay, I just did the first couple, and remember these levels. The biters are fairly normal, if not a tad more aggressive, but they also don't tell you a lot about the defense options you have, and it doesn't show them in a tech tree for some reason. Well, and the tech trees aren't trees yet. They're just like a whole bunch of recipes in your box. So like you're mousing over things going, what's the thing I want to build? And then suddenly you're getting attacked. Alright, so you want to be maybe there? Yes! Yes. Okay, so then we tell you to make cable. And then we got to give you power. Oh, I need concrete. Separates them later in the full game. Well, it separates them later in the demo too. On number 4, module number 4, I think that's the one that I'm on. They're broken down. I have 4 tabs. But I'm kind of zipping through the 4 tabs going like which one's which, because why didn't they do that in the beginning? Then it would have made more sense, right? And it was saying 4 and 5 can be done multiplayer. Well, it can be done multiplayer, but at the same time, can it be done single player? Can it run Crisis? So yeah, I'm just curious if it's a You have a tractor, don't you? Clarington has her first tractor, everybody. Those things are kind of amazing. Yeah, everybody's already 4 of 4, aren't they? Sugar shoot. That's definitely not what we're going for. How do I connect yous? What are the 3 that you're on? Oh, right, because you're stringed through and then you've got the 2 things. Oh, jeebs. Alright, well then we're gonna sever... No, just the line. Yeah, you. There. Right? We're good? We're good? We're good? We're good? Okay, good. Clarington has a what? So, oh, I don't have... Can I show them off? Hold on. I don't know if I'm there yet. Hold on. Is it in here? Logistics. No, I can't even see them yet. It's the big boxy truck. They're a big orange cube with wheels, and they're kind of amazing. They're one of the best things. They take a little bit of fuel and you can just drive them all over the place. It's really sweet. Yeah. Yeah, they burn through a ton of fuel. They are expensive. But they're also a lot of fun. They are a great deal of fun. So having a vehicle in this game is a lot of great. You get to go just kind of all over the place and it's fun. So she's finally vehiculared. Okay, so from here, we go organization, storage container, flip you around these, give you a, oh, are you gonna be off center from that? Hold on. Whoa, that's gonna be like way off center. That's hilarious. Ah, good enough. And then you go from here to here. See, I'm going with the, like, as long as it's functional, it goes. That's it. I'm not too concerned. But there. And so now, you into this box. Gold star. And now we've got a place for cable. We got a place for wire. Those are the two nice and separate things. When we're ready for it, we've got a place for the... Let's see. If you notice, this is not exactly going. And then... Hold on. I'm going to have a second smelter, because, like, this guy's bored. This guy's bored. He's stacked with ingots because he can't get rid of them. And he's full up on ore because he can't burn them fast enough. And yeah, I cannot play this game. Like, you're talking the Factorio demo, or are you talking Satisfactory? I'm curious. But if you're talking the Factorio demo, we need to shake hands because we're part of the same club and we didn't even know that. Oh, our grid looks fantastic. Okay, we're doing awesome. We're doing awesome, guys. I might put the splitter in early. Having 2 smelters could be pretty okay. Can I afford a new smelter? Can we? Oh, beautiful. Right about there. The conveyors bother you here? Oh, the way that they do this. Because there's like, you can fix that. It is fixable. This game can be organized beautifully. I am choosing against that in this particular instance. Oh, can I afford splitters? Crap, I'm not even paying attention. Okay, good. Line you up right about maybe there. Everything can be lined up dandy, but I'm choosing to... Hey, beautiful. That is nice. Oh, wow, right in the middle of that pole. We probably need... can I do more poles? Okay, yeah, we probably need a new pole right here. So that we can do it like that. Soon we will have upgraded poles which can take more connections, and that's kind of awesome. I don't think I have... No. There are better supports as well that you can actually place specific, and they're metered then, and then that way your lines can follow. Factorio is just conveyor. Conveyor is line, not conveyor is non-Euclidean Greek. Well, and like when you put down, do I have a spare port? Yeah. When you put that down, you can like and also when you place it like that, you can now. Hold on. Oh, there was a way that you can, but yeah, like whoop, whoop, there you go. And there goes my stuff. Right? Hold on, we'll just put all these guys back in here. But then you can also... Hold on, can I... Let me just wrap it right around. No, it really won't. Okay. But you can get to, like, here. And then put another one. And then I was telling Logan about this just a minute ago. We go like this and like this. And there, I made a waiting machine. and then you have a chai. So if you want, the conveyors can be fairly perfect. And like this is just on a dune. But because it only had 2 points, the 2 points happen to be the same. Yeah, but can it be done in 3D? And you can actually put this like way up in the sky if you really wanted to. You could also then put a ladder in the middle of it and you climb like up the ladder into the donut hole and then sit around it and go in circles. At the top of like a really big kind of a tower almost the size of the Space Needle. I read on Reddit that while somebody was building this, they jumped on it and it sent them to space and they got stuck there. Like that's kind of amazing. Ride trains and they do it for you so there is nothing to set up. Yeah, in this one you can automate the trucks, the tractors and trucks. You drive them from point A to point B and then back and then hit stop, get off the thing, and it drives the rest of the route by itself. Ooh. Who is red? Who the heck is red? Oh, you don't have a... Yeah, okay. You don't know what you're making. You're making copper ingots. Thank you. So yeah, 2 smelters is kind of awesome. I don't think we've got the machine yet for it, but I might as well throw the constructor down if I've... Probably, do I want it like the angle towards? Like maybe right there? It's a little janky, but it's not too bad. There. I prefer the setup rails and logic method, so that way my notoriously bad video game driving doesn't affect the paths. I will point out that on my other map, I was driving one of my manual tractors down a path and I wasn't paying attention and I got slammed by the auto truck coming down the ramp, so it was moving fast and I only had like a half second to go, oh should I, and I went to move to turn myself, but because I was on an angle when the truck hit me, it bounced it clean off the path, and that had happened once before. So, but it had yeeted my truck, not the auto truck. So now my auto truck just got yeeted off the path. So I quickly spun my truck back around. I'm really close to the truck station. Spun it around, got my manual truck in place to set it up for auto, and I get out of it just so that I can configure it, make sure it has fuel and everything, and I'm hit from behind by my auto truck, which had somehow figured out how to pick itself up out of the lake. So I think in this game, when you're not within RAM distance, so like far enough away that it's pixelated graphics or whatever, it can do better magic for righting itself. But if you're right in front of it, the thing will sit there upside down and you'll see the tires doing this, trying to figure stuff out. So I did not expect to get that truck back so fast, nor did I expect it to gun me down. But yeah, in Factorio, trains just kill you. In this game, vehicles are inert. Once you're in it, mobs pay no attention to you, except for that thing I was scared of. Blah. And you can even run them over. They don't do any damage, which I thought was weird until I got run over by my own truck more than once, and you ragdoll through the wheels a bunch of times and then get yeeted. And so I was sliding down a hill, and then arms and legs, and I was rolling and everything, like the best, funniest ragdoll moment, no damage taken. All because I didn't see my truck and I got just sucked in under the wheels and tossed around. It was kind of beautiful, but at the same time, I think probably in early stages, yeah, this is early access. I think in early stages of the game, people were probably getting yeeted around and dying to their own vehicles enough that they probably just said, nope, let's just make it its own instance. So like we're talking having the golf cart on you in your bag or like in your hands but not deployed can save your life. If you're out in the world and you see a really deadly mob, you can jump in your stupid tiny golf cart and you're invisible to the thing. So I mean, as far as survival goes, that's not exactly like, that's definitely immersion breaking, but it does mean that some of the unfair mobs in this game are a little bit easier to swallow. You have a kind of a safety net. I don't mind that. Still, for the most part, like, I don't have a vehicle yet, don't have access to one yet, so I just have to go out in the world as is and hope nobody kills me. So we don't have what you're going to be made into yet, so you might as well just take stuff like a champ. And if I want to, we can even do more with what these guys are doing. These guys, yeah, because this guy's bored too, so we can have this guy come out and do more. More good stuff. I think we're going to have to do that. I think copper wire becomes something in a little bit. Do I have... Okay, good. Another very nice thing about Factorio is blueprints. No, I agree. That does seem pretty cool. I think I can do this, and it'll keep going until it's done that, and then it'll take... No, I don't trust it. There is ways to do that later in the game, but I don't want to do that just yet. We'll have to come back for it. Something that this game has, I don't know if you've seen it, Walrus, but there are crashed sections, and it looks like a broken piece of this. Like it's this model, more or less. Like there's little things like this. Oh, you can have robots auto-build blueprints? Ooh, that's cool. But yeah, you find crashed pieces of this Sky, what does that say? Sky 3? Sky 2? Something like that. And they have a hard drive inside. And when you recover that hard drive, then it'll give you an alternate blueprint, an alternate recipe for something you either do know how to make or something you don't know how to make yet, but this is a different way to make it anyway. So a good example is that in order to make screws, where? Out over here, this machine, this is my iron machine. But in order to make screws, it takes rods, and rods take ingots. So you have to go ore to ingots to rods to screws. But I had a recipe that just takes double the number of iron ingots, more than double, to make screws directly. And I thought that was kind of cool. I really liked the idea that I now no longer need to just chain things along. You just have to plan for it being a more expensive recipe. I thought that was okay. There's an ore called Caterium, and it's basically gold. But it is sometimes subbed in because it, being the gold of the game, it doesn't have too many sort of properties, so you end up having an okay amount of it. So having it as your alt source for stuff is really cool. So that gives you something to look for out in the world. It's an extra little puzzle. And for fun, the machines that the hard drives are inside don't have power, so you need to provide power. So it's kind of cool. You want to bring not blueprints, you want to bring beacons with you when you go out in the world in order to make sure that you can kind of come back. That's nice, but it'll screw you over late game because it would require exponentially more resources as you expand. No, that's true. In my main factory, so I had to make rods and screws just because you use them for all sorts of things anyway. So they're good to have on hand. So I had those going into a box. And then I needed them in separate quantities for a different type of machine or a different type of part that I was making. So I had them rerouting over themselves, and that is just the first most spaghettified piece that I'd built. And if I could just go iron straight, like my iron smelters are often bored. They're often just they're not doing things. So having these, giving these things more to do is just awesome. And so if I could just remove an entire constructor to making the rods first, then that just simplifies the line, even if it means that I have to, like, because something else you can do, you can power things up. You can put in power cores. You can create power shards to increase their so overclocking is kind of a nice feature. So you just overclock the alternate screw recipe machine. You know, cool stuff like that. So I kind of like, so far, I love that both Factorio and Satisfactory bring differences to the table, and my likeness, this is obviously going to be a hilarious simile, but Terraria versus Minecraft. Because Minecraft has few number of mob types, and they're very mitigatable in a 3D world where you've got a lot of potential at your disposal, but not a whole lot for, you know, direction or story. Meanwhile, Terraria literally gives you bosses that you can chain together and fight, you know, with progression and whatnot. Like, it feels a lot more like Factorio, but the mobs are a lot more to deal with than I think the ones here. So yeah, like, it's interesting. I think I'm gonna like Factorio, and I think I'm really gonna like it after I've played a boat ton of this game, because 3D is a little more my style anyway. I gotta say though, the grabber arms in Factorio are super cute. I really like those. Okay, so we're producing boat tons of that stuff out there. That's, oh yeah, that's the biomass machine. I think it's done making grass. So yeah, you've got 3 leaves on you, that's okay. Let's switch you to making wood. And then we'll just drop you in there. Beautiful. The way I look at it, it is a crafting machine, takes X amount of resources. Using simplified recipe might save 1 or 2, but will cost you Y per screw. So a continuous net loss. I can see that. I can see that. But also, hold on. Wait for it. There. I have a lot of iron. Those 2 resources I haven't even tapped. Right? So, if I really want to, I can go off and grab up a bunch more iron and just bring them right on in here. Also, these things are infinite, so I don't need to worry about moving unless I feel like it. So they kind of remove that math from many equation. You can just do what Parker does and leave the game running while you have dinner. All right. Well, let's find out how we're doing for the current build assembly. We're making all of our... we've got all of those guys. We've got all of those guys. Oh, we should make a couple of more iron rod. Let's switch this guy over. And we should probably make... He leaves the game running 24/7 because big brain. Yeah. It gets to a bit like, until you're automated for power, you're always a little bit like, these guys can't be automatically fed power yet. That doesn't happen until you reach coal efficiency. At coal, you can have coal be the source of your power as well as the source of your export for things like steel and whatnot. And then that way you can just leave the game running because you've got infinite. But here, that bad boy is going to stop soon. How are these guys doing? 86. Okay, I should come and fill those guys up nice and soon. But like, you can even overclock the power machines, which I think is pretty cool. So we're just waiting on rods to make screws, so maybe I should take a look to building constructors for that end of it. This guy's not nearly as bored. Do I really want 2 smelters, maybe? I kind of built this whole place on a bit of a fun angle because that's where my iron node was. Can I build another smelter in here? Oh, this way. Like, or do we do it like this? Hold on. And continue to build stuff that way. That's probably ugly. So if we build like, come on, just up. Maybe I have to go over here to do it. I kind of want to put it in front of this smelter and then just run a splitter between them. Can I get up there? Hold on. There. If I can run it right across from this one, that could be awesome. Right? Like right there. Right. Oh, that looks like the conveyor belt's going to be buried a little bit in the sand. And that's a bit far away. I don't... Oh, yeah, no. I don't think I can get a... I wouldn't be able to get a splitter under that. Didn't know the resource points in this game were infinite. They are. They are absolutely 100% infinite. There are ones like this. That is not. This guy right here, you couldn't put an auto miner on. But you could mine that until it's gone. The 3D in this game bothers you so much, does it? It basically, it reminds me of, oh, jeebus. Subnautica, only I could swim to the top of this, so it wouldn't be so tough to do. There we go. 3D just speaks to me. I'm not just sure. Can I not? I want the... Yeah, that looked janky when I was here, right? That's too low? Oh, yeah, it's way too close. Because, like, the feet can only extend so far. It can put little feet out, but I think that's its limit. I could put down some platformio, but I haven't yet. Like, not a lot of it. But I could match it up, say, for example, like this. And be all like, yo. Right? Now let's see if that does something. Oh, maybe that's not going to work out quite as well. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I could probably, like, there. What do you think? Koopa! Oh, look at that hype. Look at that hype. How is it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the extreme. Can I afford splittery? I'm just walking around like I'm rich. I have no idea if I can afford things. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it? Maybe? Maybe? Okay, so we have to go that side and really close here. Let's see. You get to still go there, and then you're waiting for iron ore. Oh, get in there. Done. I've had these ingots on me for ages, and I don't know how to get rid of them, but I think I can put them in here. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that's okay. And then I can put the ore in here as well, maybe? No? I can't just... No? Oh, that's copper ore. What am I even doing? Can you go from here to here? You really can! That's beautiful. And then There. So now you can smelt. Ew. Beautiful. So making more poles? No. Concrete? Seriously? Alright, good stuff. Yes, how are things? How are things? Hopefully you're getting a bit more smiles on you. Let me know if there's things I can do to help. Oh, I should probably eat before I all kinds of die from jumping damage. Seriously, thanks for stopping in, saying hi. What up? And I do hope you feel better. Yeah. Do hope, man. Do hope. You know you got a good solid community. You probably have a few communities. You seem like you've got a lot going on. That's good stuff. Okay, let's switch you over to screws for a sec. And we're just gonna feed these manually. Oh, pick you up. Thank you. Get in there. Okay, up she does. All right, because you're doing rods. Okay, good. No power. We need to build you. Let's see. We're gonna put a power pole maybe just out here, and then we'll sever this one, and we'll go power line here to power line here to power line here, and now everybody's good. Woo. Yeah, the only 4 connections wasn't as big a deal when I was first in my main city, but out here for some reason I'm not as linear, I suppose. Okay. So that's making our iron ore. We're probably gonna make. Shoot, should I just continue the... Yeah, there we go. Ooh, this should be okay. Now we can maybe put a constructor down below. Yeah, that's not bad. Beautiful. Stand right over top of this thing. Lava right on in. Not a fan of the power system here. Dude, it's awesome. What are you talking about? I like the indicators, the green indicators, especially at night. You can see them from mileo away, and it's fantastic. Constructor. Doop, 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 doop. Probably okay right there. Just go to there. It's cool. Don't freak out. Boosh. Done. So power to power. Done. You are gonna make probably just straight iron rods. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Dofa, yo, what up? How is it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Playing some Satisfactory today, and we're on an ocean of sand. Is that a cool way to say giant dune world? It's kind of hype. Oh, look at that hype. Thank you, Wildstraw. Next time the kittens are being cute, can you post pics, please? That is a best request. That is a best request. Yeah, that's a best request. How are we doing for Scrooge over here? Okay, not too bad. Kind of total butts today, but you can find some for sure. That's amazing. Kittens, I think, are supposed to be butts half the time. Isn't that just in their makeup? How are we doing for power? Jeez, what am I doing? I'm kidding. That's not rush, but still. We should probably do something about that. Let's go get some. Yeah, Straub, you're part of a bunch of Discords. You could probably just every once in a while hit a random Discord and throw down kitty pics, and people would be like, ah. Did I bring enough? Ooh, just. That's amazing. That's actually quite amazing. Alright. Current milestone. We're just waiting on... I think we said we're just waiting on screws, really? Yeah. Almost there. And we should maybe go make a box to put all of these guys in. Probably just over here on the side. Oh, like right on the side. That's kind of cute. Oh yeah, done. Almost. Got a bit of like some feet to it. Up there. See, I kind of like that it dynamically will align that for me. And that it doesn't need to be perfect. This is kind of the like, this is not Feng Shui the game, this is Wabi Sabi the game. That's what it is. This is Wabi Sabi the game. You have to just be able to appreciate the imperfections. And if you need to, inlay that nonsense with gold. But this is not the Feng Shui of games. This is definitely not. Like, it kind of can be, you know? Like, I can't wait till I can buy the corner unit that fills in this janky, ugly looking nonsense that I've created, but I'm planning, right? We've got, what are they called? Plans. So I think we're doing all right. You just have to get over the fact that it's 3D. And then, do we have more concrete? Can we maybe do a couple of more foundations? I like the down ramp, if we can maybe save ourselves some headache when we cross over. That's not gonna line up though. I just know that's not gonna line up, right? So I sort of already expect that we're gonna be moving to a better location at some point in this place. I don't guarantee it, but I feel like it's gonna happen. Okay. Booyah. Screws. And so then 300 of, 200 of, and then let's go get our wire is just down over this way. Walrus, is there a fast move in Factorio? Oh, don't go too far. And 200 here. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. Let's go launch a thing into space. Using a Christmas button. Doink. So janky to get in here too, I love it. You're good. You are additionally good. There, Christmas button indeed. Boosh!
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator.
We're gonna go build Voltron.
Parts are too complex to produce by hand.
We're sending up his crotch. There it goes. We have a giant space elevator, but we choose to fly things to space sometimes too. You get upgrades to move faster as the game progresses. Oh, like your actual running speed? That's kind of lit. Because I found like there was no sprint in the demo, and I was like, really? You can't go fast? But it kind of makes sense. Boosh. Okay. So I think everything is okay here. Next milestone, maybe we pick. I don't use the jump. I've never built jump pads. There's fall damage. I don't know that I want to build jump pads. I have to in order to get to the next set though. Part assembly. Oh, I can build these now. Hold on, I can build these now. We should probably look under production. Oh boy, howdy, we can do assemblers now. That's okay. There's a couple of things we need to automate now. Ooh, yeah. Running speed and vehicles, that's so cool. I think vehicles are tier 3 or tier 4 in this game. So we'll hopefully get to do cool stuff with that soon. I don't remember, can I build an assembler yet? Oh, jeebus, no. I don't have the rotors, the 4 rotors it needs. To be fair, those things are things that you can build with an assembler. But I have to use this place. Nope, not this place, this place. Yeah, there we go. I have to build it with... Yeah. So this is... So for example, Walrus, when I was saying before that it takes rods to make screws, but I have an alternate recipe. So the fact that this means that I have to have a machine that creates rods at double the amount so that I can also be making screws out of those rods. But if I wanted to, I could have one machine do this and one machine do that, and then just speed up this machine. So having alternate recipes, you're right, the math might not necessarily work out, but you can always just go get other resources. You can always bring in other iron and things like that. But making these rotors is a pain in the arse. It is nuts. And then I swear later on, I have to combine those with another thing. And I don't... Do I have them? No, I can't make them here. Yeah, because they're too complex to make. That uses screws and iron plates. So like you're using iron in so many different combined ways that having alternate recipes just simplify the lines that are running it. And then if you need to, you can use power shards to uplift some of the production in various areas. Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna put stuff. We gotta get some mats together, and we'll put together the... Need 4 rotors. Okay, let's go. Something else that's not too bad. I know I need 4 of these rotors, so I can come down here and I can say add to my to-do list. And then I also need, hold on, I need reinforced iron plates. Now how many of those is dependent on this guy, so I need 8 and 4, so yeah, 8 and 4. Right. So I like that I can have a little to-do list. Helps keep me on target. Okay, so let's grab these guys. We'll feed you back in to make more screws. We'll get the automated rod, screw, and plate line soon. But managing the spaghetti is like half the fun. It's true. It's true. I don't have them yet, but under logistics... Oh, I do have them. These guys here are super fun. There's your conveyor belt. Oh, I love the vertical ones. They're super neat. So yeah, getting stuff to go out this box, up and around, and then back down. You use 2 of those things and connect it. No, it's just amazing. I'm back. Got dragged away to deal with BS. Don't do it. Toxic nonsense. Ah, jeez. Sorry you had to deal with stuff. Super sorry you had to deal with stuff. Ooh, Voltron's back. Guys, Voltron's back. There's an actual minigame in Factorio of just routing specific items to other points in a confined space. That's amazing. That's really cool. Some of the cool snapping I like that this game does is that when you grab another storage box, they go opposite when it's the first box built. Hold on. Can I make a few of these? Yeah, okay. So if you come out over here and we go storage container, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100%, but if you put one, oh no, I guess not. But then when you, they snap on. So yeah, there you go, there, and then there. And so if you notice, the next one it's placing is already out backwards. So if you happen to have the mats to build a bunch of these, you can just go click, 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 and then, so then once that's together, you then grab in your logistics and you go like, oh, that's not quite it. But yeah, and then you can, there. And now it'll shunt from one box to the next. Well, I'm trying to burn these things away without getting the power line with it. There we go. But yeah, so I kind of like that there's some of the snapping allows for nicer placement of things. Okay, that should be good enough. Here. No, in here. Reinforced iron plate. 8 of those. There we go. Perfect. You have a spray bottle full of water nearby. Dollar store. You can definitely get yourself a nice one that can go a decent distance. Does Seb seriously need that? Does he get out of hand enough that he needs the spray bottle? Done and done. There we go. All right. So probably just like somewhere out here. Oh, wow. Do I have more? Okay, good. Maybe on the next level down here? Hold on. Up this way. Assembler. So that's gonna come out there. Okay, so let's climb up on top. We need it to be, because like that's lined up with center, but that's annoying. We need to line up. Okay, I can kind of see. For how much space do I have here? Right to the end. Okay, I can kind of see. What am I encroaching on? Are you serious? That I like right there, a player is in the way. That makes sense, but like, all right, I guess I do have to be up this way. Okay. Because I'm hoping right there is good, and then I can split this guy out, and then this guy can be taking both rods and screws, can be making rotors for me. And then once we have rotors, we add. Wow, I kind of forgot the things that you have to combine. It should let me throw down a nice little splitter. That's too close, maybe there. Now, will it let me connect from here to here? Yes. That's okay. Beauty. And so this guy can come back around this way. That's pretty cool. All right. So now we're storing rods. We're using rods. This is great. Another pole. always with the brand new poles needed. And then as usual, burn this one. Something that I don't know if it happens in Factorio as well. We're doing a nice comparative between the 2D and 3D sword sims. When you get an upgrade item in this game, you can just outright replace. So when I get the upgraded power pole, I'll be able to just place it over top of this one, and it'll get all of the appropriate upgrades, and it's wonderful. Alright, so you are not making anything yet, but if I siege you with screws, you will start to go to town. That is perfect. Now, where do I make? We don't actually make screws anywhere, do we? Like, we don't yet do that. This thing makes rods, but nothing makes screws. So I sort of need a constructor, then this assembler, in order to be able to make rods, store rods, create screws from rods, and give them all to this machine so they can make rotors. If you've seen Inception, you know that by the time that we're making rotors, time is moving really, really slowly. You can do all sorts of stuff. I probably need to go on another excursion of clear-cutting my forest again. This is actually pretty cool, though. I like building up from here to see where... Because, like, I haven't even really gone exploring, but there's, like, all sorts of stuff throughout in there. There's little paths that take you up into the next level of. So it'd be interesting to see if I can get to that power slug, for example. Oh, is it in here, maybe? Yeah. Might as well have some power shards on us. We can go overclock some stuff, peeps. Can we? Yeah, our grid's pretty good. 47? It's not bad. So yeah, I'm thinking we really do need to have the constructor first. Back again, had to take dog out. Dude, all the responsibilities. But seriously, enjoy your dog. Dogs are awesome, people. Can't afford. Do we keep those somewhere? Hold on. Up here. One of these has stuff in it. Oh, I guess you're still trying to make screws from rods here. We'll let you continue that. And then we'll ask you to politely maybe make... Yeah, we'll switch you over now. We'll make you... There we go. You can start making my iron plates again. I'll need you in a bit. We find sometimes things get overwhelming, but that's life. We have to cope sometimes. Hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, which is, you know, not always the soundest of things to say, but like you get better off the things that come at you in life, and you learn from them, and you move on to bigger, brighter, badder things. That's always the best way to take a look. Family now knows that you're going to be marrying Icicle. Oh, and did that cause contention? That super sucks, dude. But hey, grats that, you know, they are all now aware, and I hope that's not so burdensome for you. That's awesome. You guys seem like awesome people, so I'm super happy for you. I'm glad I found you guys. Can't afford. Yeah, that's really cool. That is super cool. I like it when people are awesome. Get together and keep being awesome. Keep lots of concrete on us. No berries? Dude, hasn't it been a day yet? I don't know what's going on. I need berries. If they're not having an issue with it, then that's their problem to deal with. You and I still happy together. You should be allowed to make choices you want. That's just it. Nutshell. Right there. Friends are the family you choose. Stick with the people that you, like, picked, as opposed to the things you were given. Sometimes the things you were given you can choose, and that's pretty cool too. That's an option available to some. Did it because your dad is a bitter dick, but because his marriage went up in flames, because he beat on your mother and shit. So like hearing it'll never work, it's a scam from someone. Oh yeah, right. When other people have been sullied, they have a hard time. They have a hard time believing in somebody else's happiness under the same roof. Do not let that govern you. And it doesn't sound like you do. So, you know, I'm not actually giving you advice. I'm simply saying grats on being the person I would give advice for. Or give advice to be, right? Like, that's... You're doing pretty damn great as far as I can tell. Yeah. Okay, so you are making... No, you are not making iron rods. You are making screws. From iron rods. Am I doing that right? You are the guy making iron rods? Because that's what's coming out here? Okay, good stuff. And you don't have power? How do you not have power? Are we overextending? Ooh, we're close to overextending. So as long as you've got a handful of family members that are doing okay, that's not too bad. That's pretty okay. I'm not one to say that family has to be important. I believe that life is short, or at least is for some, and you gotta enjoy what you can. So if your family is exhausting, then you don't have to, don't deal with that. I know too many people that have definitely lost whole sections of their life to an exhausting family that can only take. I am blessed that I happen to have a good family, but any of the parts that are tougher for me or others to handle were also rarely widespread. We're also far apart, you know. My dad's family is all in town, and for the most part, semi get along, but they also stay out of each other's way. My mom's family is the extreme version of that. They somewhat get along, but when they don't, it's like they don't speak for 20 years. But they all live in the same town, not my town. So I don't have to worry about the larger drama being close to me. So that's been okay. For the most part, seeing the dramatic family once every few years has been great. But yeah, the distance will make things better. Indeed. Like, yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, and Walrus will speak from great experience. My wife used to watch a live streamer who talked about the reason he got into streaming is because he ended up moving away from family and did not have friends where he moved. He literally, like, he lost all of his IRL friends, and they weren't the type to just jump onto technology, whereas he taught himself code and taught himself how to write apps that helped and enabled streamers. So he was definitely in a different state than his IRL friends. So when they couldn't really keep up, he moved and he got a good internet connection and he started checking out, you know, ways to make friends, and kind of found the world of Twitch. He was streaming 6 days a week and doing awesomely. And he ended up finding like just his right groove in what was working for him. But like people would make comments like, we see you like 10 hours a day for 6 days a week. What's up, bro? And he's just like, yeah, this is what I do. This is the fun. This is what I enjoy. And it was worthwhile for him because the family side of his life just wasn't something that, and it was a non-issue. He's like, nope, they're just somewhere else. It's cool. almost need to re-split you so that I can get individual rods running down here. Okay, and I need a couple. Just one, right? Okay. Oh. You're a little too bouncy in this game. I know everything has a ladder, but I have a tendency to just jump around and clear it. There we go. I think I actually wanted to be on here anyway. I have to try to line it up, and it'll give me a jog line. Yeah, there we go. And so we are coming out of there. Is that too close? Sometimes it's too close. You can't get a belt in there. Oh, are we off center? We are. That super sucks. Really? Oh, because this guy's on stilts. Aww. Okay, oh gee, get up there. Yeah, it's gonna look weird. Because we have to go slightly off from this. It looks perfect. Stop it. There is nothing wrong with my design. We're missing rods. Okay. Maybe we should grab more than one of those at a time. What do you think? There we go. We keep needing them. There and oh, and that lines up with our splitter, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay. Give me a B. Give me a beautiful. Yes. And then this will eventually, someday, decades from now, make me some rotors. Boop. Done. A hand done. And then we're going to throw a storage container because it's just not sorting sim unless you're also hoarding sim. But we need rods. Always need rods. Okay. What will be great is when things go back to normal, be able to see concerts more often, moving up to icicles. Oh, is she in a better location for shows? My city, oddly awesome for shows. We've gotten some pretty okay talent over the years. Whoosh! Hey! I'm not gonna brag or anything, but I think we have rotors. And then if this side is what does the iron plates are assembled into, I think it's plates and screws together. I have no idea where I'm building that. But yeah, plates and screws together. Maybe we move this guy out of the way and we no, maybe down there. Yeah, down there I'll probably go. She's in Hipster Town, Michigan. Favorite small venue, literally 24 minutes from her house, 2.5 hours from your house now. Crazy. Michigan, that's, I think, Naku's stomping ground. Refers to it as Discount Canada. That's awesome. That's awesome. I went to a concert or two in Detroit. Tiny little venue. I saw the Distillers. It was really, really sweet. Brody in a tiny place that doesn't have enough lighting and certainly shady security was probably one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. She has just the right growly voice for cheap beer venue. I don't remember the name of it. It was honestly 12 or more years ago. It was a while ago. It was definitely a time and a half in the past. But it was awesome. It was really, really good. Where is... Yeah. You guys are full? Okay. To see ICP and Guar respectively, that is amazing. Does Guar still... Do they still put up shows? Odorous is no longer with them, right? So, but like, do they still tour? Do they have somebody that has taken the mantle of Overlord? I don't really know Guar that much, but I absolutely adore that they have a Joan Rivers interview still on YouTube. The Joan Rivers interview is kind of amazing. Is it Joan Rivers? I'm trying to remember now. Now that I say that out loud, I know that. Was it Sally Jesse Raphael? I can't remember. They were on some great show where a really, really white bread lady was interviewing Odorous, and it was phenomenal. And he was just perfect. Okay, so we feed you into here, but we don't. Did we know? Sheet, guys. Don't you go in. Do you have power? You don't have power. You have power. Do we not have power? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. We just don't have power to this guy. I see. It's like, wait a minute. Are we not connected? We are not connected. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. And that brought down the grid. I see why we weren't connected. Wait, what? No, dude. What are you talking about? You were fine until I connected this thing. Ah, don't be like that. Who else needs to drop out? These guys aren't doing anything, are they? Jeebus, if these guys start doing something. Yeah, you guys aren't doing anything. Maybe what we go do is power up this guy. Can we power... Oh, they can all be overclocked. That's really cool. Let's do this. Hey, that's not bad. This. Those two will now burn a bit more fuel, but we'll get a bit more power out of this too. Let's see if that was enough. Yeah, every year they tour with the guy who originally played Beefcake, the Mighty, as Blothar. So he was already getting used to singing the originals. That's really cool. That's proper. That's awesome. Cause like, you know that Guar is one of those super tight bands that like, you know that they've got their style, their way and all that. So you'd hate for any of that to be dissolved. But at the same time, like, I mean, they're not rowing the same boat as the Beastie Boys, but like when you lose an iconic member of your crew, right? You don't know Guar? Oh, come on. You are messing with us, Walrus. You are absolutely messing with us. You have to know Guar. I, of course, know them from Empire Records as one of the better, notable public appearances of Guar. Mark, you love Guar. Why don't you join the band? You know, they, so their drum The bass drum is a giant mouth of teeth that all focus into the middle. And usually most of the outfits are very bondage and often swinging dildos. Like many of them. Guar is an incredible force that has come to our planet in peace and violent destruction. Thrash metal band who cosplay as space barbarians and they sing as people who hate humanity and refer to as slaves. That's amazing. But yeah, and they're extremely tongue-in-cheek about it. Like they're very seriously, like, yeah. So like, was it Joan Rivers, Koopa? Am I getting the interview correct? The Joan Rivers interview was probably one of the best because they're just sitting on comfortable furniture in an audience-filled room that have never seen anything like that. Yeah, Joan Rivers. And she's just like, so tell me about your band. You know, stuff like that. And he does not break character. Oh, he does not break character even for a half second. And he's like shouting. It was so very good. Because like you pretty much have to shout when that's your thing. I love the cosplaying as space barbarians though. Yeah, so that's a Guar. They are interesting. And how long have they been around? Like they've been around. They've been doing this. Is it well before the 80s? Well before the 80s? Like are they from the 70s? 1984? Yeah, okay. It's all good. I'm still pushing for the Aquabats to tour with them because Guar is basically Power Ranger villains come to life and the Aquabats are... Can they play at opposite sides of the stage and fight each other? Like Street Fighter style throughout the whole show. Oh, that right there. That right there. That's perfect. They are Power Ranger villains. They are absolutely the most X-rated Power Ranger villains that you could have. That's phenomenal. That is so very well done. Oh, I actually have, yeah, okay, so let's do something about the lack of health that I have. Let's jam some giant raspberries into my face. There we go. Guar versus Glory Hammer. Oh, there's a good round 2. Like all of this is phenomenal. Why don't you join the band? All right. So we're still far away from making smart plates. But we now have rotors. Woo, there we go. Nothing. And they're going into here. That's pretty sweet. Rotors will have like slight use. I'll have a little bit of I'll need to have like a handful of rotors on me to build something. Like I think the truck might need 8 of them or some other ungodly nonsense. But for the most part, they're gonna be used to make smart plating, which is used to power this nonsense. And so smart plating plus rotors is already a big enough inception. But I need 50 of them, and that's just gonna be huge. I think later on down the line, I need like 500 maybe, so automating them now is definitely worth. So we will probably need to continue this down the line. Dropping a splitter here to continue. Okay. So let's drop foundation down again, another go. There we go. Yeah, and we'll be able to drop. Do I need to go right into another? Yeah, I do, because these take straight rotors. And I need to then build another assemblator. Hold on. For reinforced iron plates. So plates and screws together, hey peeps. Hold on. Plates are all the way back here. That's the box for plates. Screws don't even get created until way... Yeah. I think this is the only screw place that I've got. Hold on. Do we keep those, or do they... No, they just go straight in, don't they? That's... We don't need the chainsaw. What are you doing with the chainsaw? So yeah, if we need screws, we have to make them ourselves. We'll have to make them manually. We don't shunt those out anywhere to make. I can't wait until I get the alternate recipe. I think that I'll just power up the machine that does it, and we'll be gold. Back in 1994, touring for their album America Must Be Destroyed, they had a prop on stage called the World Maggot that they would feed their human slaves to. During one concert, Jerry Springer showed up to be fed as part of a cross promotion. They really liked the talk show circuit. I think that they were eloquent and charismatic enough in their cosplay as space barbarians. So the World Maggot, I think, is what they feed Mark to from Empire Records. It sits like... It basically looks like the mouth of a sandworm. And I think they feed Mark to... And it's really funny because they try to censor all the dildos in Empire Records. And they don't. And they don't. This toilet earth. Amazing. You don't know Mark from Empire Records? Empire Records is a fantastic coming-of-age movie from also, I believe, 1994. No, maybe earlier than that. Great movie. It has Ethan Embry. He eventually changed his name to Ethan Randall, or is Ethan Randall changed it to Ethan Embry? I'm not just sure. But he was also in Can't Hardly Wait. Great flick. So if this is where rods come off, we could make another box maker for screws, just to keep them. But I don't know if we're gonna need them to that amount. Oh, and Springer, right. Yeah, trash TV talk show host. He and several others are the ones that popularized the idea that you could get popular off of being an absolute trash person. So it probably helped spawn a world of people with that sort of mindset and attempt. Just to sort of put it into perspective, I belonged to a body modification e-zine way back in the day, BME. They were around in the early 90s, and they had their nice little website, and I subscribed to newsletters, and it was awesome. They decided, and it only worked for 2 months, to have a contest on body modification. And one of the rules was basically along the lines of that it had to be an already established piece. You know, they didn't want people going out to just get mods to try to win a contest. And they had to pull it. They really had to pull it because they were like, we don't even have any stories, but we're really worried of the mitigation of people trying to get modifications for clout, and we just can't do it. And meanwhile, Springer is just like, hey, if you've got a terrible life, I want to interview you. And people are like, I could live a terrible life. So I'm pretty sure that, so like World Star Hip Hop, the talk show run by a corn-fed white dude. There, that's Springer. World Star Hip Hop as a talk show run by a corn-fed white dude is Springer. Because he pretty much capitalized on the world of people that had alternative means. And so, yeah, you'd get a lot of very interesting folk. And, like, a lot of made-up stories, too. People would embellish the crap out of their lives. They'd probably intentionally wreck aspects of just for the fame. Like, great. I should have maybe kept this up one level so I can put a nicer set of splitter down. Hold on. I think, yeah, if we go like that, Oh, no, this one. I think it was Springer, who had a dude bring his own shit, and you know, I can picture that he had something like that, but it wouldn't have been on like regular syndicated cable. But Springer did have DVDs. Like he absolutely had censored sets, blooper reels, things like that. He was, and scandal wise, there were a few. I think Sally Jesse Raphael had one that she had one of those meet your crush kind of a scenarios, and she invited a dude that had a crush on his roommate, and the roommate didn't know, and then there was violence afterwards, and it was terrible for all people involved. And so she was brought under charges for, well, essentially creating sensationalism that resulted in horrible things. You know, you definitely, you don't want to, you know, vet your audience, but you know, whatever for ratings. So there was a couple of times I know that things were not done in the right way that you'd want. 90s were a trip. 90s was nuts. Cause like, okay, we had the 80s that had too much money. There was a lot of money. Most of it was spent on cocaine. There was a lot of money in the 80s. But then we entered into a recession of the 90s, that, what was that? That was around 93, 94, something like that. That just started to hit people hard, but they, like, some people had good cushion. So you could just kind of like ride through and all that stuff. And it just kind of caused a whole lot of what? So that was when, if you notice, a lot of 90s music videos, especially early 90s music videos, are shot in one place. And it just looks really, really weird. I'm going to point out The Warrior. I'm trying to remember who actually sings that song. But I Am the Warrior is shot in a school gymnasium that they just draped friggin' fabric all over. So what they used to do way back then, they didn't know what to do with music videos, but it was a way to make money in a recession. So what they did was they took like $3,000 and they threw it at film students and they said, can you, Patty Smith, thank you. Can you make us a music video? And so what they would do is they would sequester the drama department, and the drama department would sequester some of their prop makers. And so like, I don't know, 300 students would come together and split $3,000 in order to make a music video. And then the star would come on in, they would dance around, and then they would cut it into a video. But that's why a lot of them have really, really terrible scandal featuring Patty Smith. Yeah, right. So like, but like any of those videos, the most famous would be Never Gonna Give You Up. The fact that like, you know that dance that he's doing and he looks uncomfortable, he had minutes in front of the camera. But so like there was no film crew that was doing that, right? The 90s had some really good music videos though. So has anybody seen the movie Reality Bites, where the girl just has a whole bunch of shots of her candid after college experience, but then she gives it to a media group who cuts it and makes it into a terrible, terrible thing to watch? Beautiful rendition of exactly what 90s music videos were more or less like. Some of them, like Aha's Take On Me, is still considered to be this day one of the best music videos because it was well thought out and it was well planned. But half the time, remember that people were still recovering from having too much money from cocaine. So, you know, they just sort of did stuff like, I can do that. And you would just make your music video, and sometimes it would be just the jankiest, weirdest nonsense, and just, yeah, it was fun. 90s was great for that. Recovering from people having too much money to suddenly going, got you to do a lot of weird stuff for fashion. Because like in the 80s, you'd buy perfectly good, normal things and ruin them just for fashion. But in the 90s, you were trying your best to hold on to like t-shirts from the 80s. So like, yeah, recovering was just spending all their money on too much money on cocaine. But like, so like, that was just it. Like, you went from living the high life in the 80s and being like, everything's great, and like buying superfluous cars and tricking them out, to suddenly like having to really enjoy your Hyundai Excel. You're just like, gee buzz. So Can we even make an assemblator? Or am I just standing here? Yeah, we need to have all the things. Also, getting rotors to... I think we need to expand this out, but I'm unsure. So we got to be able to get the iron plates from way over that side. The rumble of construction. It's beautiful. Stackable conveyor poles. I'm really interested in that. Okay, good stuff. Well, I think this is a pretty well-developed world. And we'll get to see the progress of it as time goes on. The early O's came around and screwed. That's the jeebus. Jeebus. So we're gonna do a nice-sized save game of the Dune. And then we're gonna click the exit to desktop button, and we're also gonna click this button way over here. And as we say confirm, oh, that wasn't too bad. Pretzel Rocks, welcome in. Oh, it's the end of the song though. That wasn't too poignant. I, as a 25-year-old loser, am very upset that another generation is being forced to deal with the problem the late O's and the early 10s had with Jason Derulo. Hey, don't mock Derulo. At least now we start to have our decades back. XKCD made a great comic about how there's the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, this 20 years of the O's and teens and whatever that doesn't have like a nice name to it, and finally we're in the frickin' 20s. So like things from 2004 seemed like it was only 10 years ago. That's weird. It's really weird. Although I did see somebody was getting carded for ID and somebody's like, oh, you're good, I saw the 1. Like, the what? Like, the 1 in your year. You're fine. Made them feel really old. Yeah, guys. This was a fun night. I hope you had a really good time with Sort Sim in the desert. There's sand in my box. Seriously, you feel like that you've been at the beach a lot when you have the roaring sand at your feet the whole time. I was noticing at the end, I don't know if anybody saw me be distracted, but 40 years ago, oh, you mean 1960? Right? When I'm walking around and you can actually hear the crunch of my feet, I was distracted by that for a sec because I couldn't tell what it was. Like, what am I hearing? What am I even hearing? Yeah, 40 years ago, 1960. That's like, but that's how it feels to me. The whole O's just blinked right by, but it, you know, it doesn't help that you spent the last of the O's inside your human filing cabinet. And that's good. That's good. Who else is out there and looking for a crew of people to go like hype? Probably, let's see. That's right. That guy. He's Kai. Get ready for some running around in a car pushing a soccer ball. Hype stream. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This was cool. This was nice. I think we're going to do a little bit more chill games on our Saturday, Sundays. I think I like it a little more. I like being able to just have a fun title that we can see some good progression on, but we can also just relax and get our chat. Probably do a bit more Satisfactory, but I might do the other world because we have to do some big stuff over there, and I like some of the end game that we're doing. It's really good stuff. Raid Pro Wrestler Jay Lethal. I don't know. We once raided T-Pain and that was insane. I am gonna point out that it's the Rocket League match where it's a hockey puck, and considering that Kai is one of the most Canadian streamers I know, that's just perfect. Jay Lethal. Now, if you said Jake the Snake Roberts, you got me. Sounds like a T-Pain mistake. That's just it. See, like, is Jay Lethal just absolutely sucking at Forza right now? I absolutely love that T-Pain will just do terrible at a game and just love it. Anyway, peeps, tomorrow night we'll have another chill night of let's just chit-chat, talk about weird and fun things. He's playing Among Us. Amazing. We'll do some more Sort Sim. Then we'll do Outer Wilds for a couple of days, where I will ask for amazing amounts of help because I would love to finish that game. I think it's been awesome, but I think we gotta get it taken care of. So see ya in what, 21 and a half hours. Peace, kids.